Track wrestling here in Fort Lauderdale at the South Beach Duels with Minnesota coach Brandon Eggum. The Gophers went 2-0 on the day, 14 match wins. A year ago we talked at the end of the first day and you guys were 0-2, and Riley Streifel was your heavyweight and had dropped a tough match. He goes 2-0 today at 197. That was kind of a revelation here just recently that he made that commitment to go down. What are your thoughts on the way he performed today?
Yeah, Riley did a great job. You know, even when he first came to us and said, "Hey, I'm thinking about going to 197," he said, "What do you think?" And I was like, "Wow, I mean, you're big. You know, it's a lot of weight to get down there." And at the time, actually, his weight, he's like, "Man, I wrestled at 218 here at heavyweight here," and so we're like, "Man, maybe it's possible." I said, "Well, why don't you start working your way down there and give it a look?" Because we knew that, a couple weights have been really up in the grabs right now for people battling for that spot 184 and the other one 197. And so we figured we'd give it a shot. We were worried a little bit. You got Gable at heavyweight, but Riley's a great guy there. But he knew his opportunity to step in the lineup was to get down there with Gable wrestling heavyweight. So really impressed. He's done a good job managing it. He's been down at a couple, 200 pounds wrestling in practices and looking great. So out here it was a true 1 hour weigh-in against a great opponent. I think the guy's number 11th ranked in the country from Lehigh, or right around there. Anyways, he's a high-ranked opponent and a good start for him, and he comes out and has a really strong win for us. So it was a good day for him. Yeah.
All in all, what pleased you most today?
I think just our effort, fight. Guys did a great job the way we're attacking, moving forward, pressuring guys. The guys are doing exactly what we asked of them, and those are things that bring success in the Division I wrestling. If you're not going to wrestle hard and be intense, hard to be successful. I feel unless you got some crazy, unique style on top or something, it's tough. And so to see the guys come out and battle that way, even the matches we lost, the fight and effort was there. So we got to keep, getting better, and that's the reason we're here. But that's what pleased me the most. I love the fight.
What has Sean Russell brought to the table for the Gophers?
It's a great start for us, man. He leads it out, 125 pounds. This guy attacks people, and you see him really starting to push through guys like in that second, third period. But it starts from the start of the match, because he's very high energy. He takes a lot of attacks. He wrestles very physical. He doesn't let guys hang around, and just goes back. He's just a good start. It's nice to have a guy come out and really get the troops going forward, and stand behind him, and that pace that he has been big.
Couple more big wins for Gable Stevenson. What impressed you about the way he performed today?
I loved it in that last match. He saw an opportunity where, North Carolina heavyweight relaxed, and he catches a nice side cradle and gets big bonus points for us. Told him, like, even the first match, you got to be prepared for that. I said, most guys, they wrestle you. This is the way they're going to wrestle. They're going to hope to hold on. They're probably not going to come out and attack very often, because you're going to make them pay the price when they do. They're going to try to keep the match close. Most people, not all of them, but I said, I think a lot of coaches may coach their guy that way. I would think about it if I was wrestling you. And so it's just awesome to see him come out and be offensive, even trying to attack, even if the guys aren't maybe coming at him. He just keeps creating opportunities to score points, and that's big. So just keeps getting better. It's awesome.
141 was wild in the North Carolina duel. Mitch McKee falls down 10-3, battles back, goes ahead 12-11. Late escape sends it into overtime, and then he gets pinned in OT. What did you say to Mitch coming off the mat there, and what were your observations of that match?
I mean, that was tough. Like, there's just some big points that were scored there, in that match that didn't favor us. I always can find something to be unhappy about. I thought some really quick near fall a few times. I mean, just extremely quick. But at the end of the day, like, I thought the thing they did a good job was just keep staying focused, keep battling back. And I think sometimes when you're behind by a lot of points, like I told Mitchell, always remember, like, if guys got points to give, especially when they're tired, like his opponent was, just start thinking about getting the next point. Don't look for the home run, because that makes it difficult. Maybe a guy scrambles out of positions. You start scoring points, people start to fall over and start giving you points too. And at the end, the only thing I said to him is, when you start to take momentum from this guy, I mean, you were down 10-2, you come all the way back, you put this in overtime, you got to know, like, you got to be ready. Most time at that spot, the guy's going to come out, he's tired, he doesn't want to go the rest of the overtime period. He's going to want to try to score early and say, hey man, I took a really hard attempt here, and I'm hoping I can close the deal. And for Mitch not to be ready there, I just said that's something you got to remember. When you got the momentum going in your favor, you got to know this guy coming back to the whistle is going to make one hard attempt. And if he can get it, great, but he doesn't want to probably wrestle through the next couple minutes that he's going to have to, the way the match was going. And so that was the only advice I said. Remember that, man. You got to be ready. You can't come back and let a guy drop in a double in that position and then give it up. And in the end, like you said, we should win the match. We give up a pin. That's a 9-point swing in a duel. And so just a learning opportunity from him. But
anything else?
Nope. Looking forward to tomorrow and excited to get back on the mat here soon. So.